Quiet.
Quiet!
Friends, the wolves are howling out there beyond the river in the swamp on the edge.
Be quiet! Shut up! Quiet, I said.
That's what I call...
That's what I call run out of steam. So the door is closed, the door is ours, you know. That's an A.
Two magazines of cartridges.
Drunya, don't worry. It's only wolves, nothing to fear. Got it? The main thing is, don't panic and don't rush, understand? No? You started barking here. Why the hell? For the first time, friends, in all these years, we've run into wolves here. Alright, we'll hold our ground. We've got ammo, and there's the magazine over there. The main thing is, don't panic, got it? Udriuni, now you can't see out of one eye as I understand it. Alright, lie down, it's nothing serious. Everyone's been through this here? Damn, of course. Whew. Alright, if they come, we'll be ready to meet them. You'll do it again, you'll bite through. There will be walls there, but probably not, so now you start to regret that the walls aren't made of logs. Up to 3, that's it. Let's go until it's turned on. Hello, where to? Friends, the weather is just so autumn-like. Everything is good. Good morning. Friends, you heard it yourselves yesterday, how the wolves were here. Not really, of course, it's not really great. Yesterday there was this feeling, as they say, like, where do you go? Well, it was kind of scary. Well... So, friends, we have the second half of the roof, and now we're actually going to, well, I specifically left it for today. These bodies.
Here we'll have to get creative. Where the pipe needs to be installed, well, basically we also need to make a limiting board.
Now we'll do this and start carrying our seaweed in backpacks.
Yunya is running around with bread. That's useful.
Carnations.
It's uncomfortable.
And the second one.
I like this.
All my friends did this. It turned out crooked. You don't need to. They ended up just like that, and now we're all starting to carry them around. So, friends, there's just a little bit left. So every time someone comes, they do some work, and then if it starts to come off, we'll add more. Like, I think I have. It's under the snow. Then it will settle, and there will be this kind of structure. I'll have to go again. I almost made it. Yeah, friends, I almost made it. Just a little bit short. We'll go again together. I could have blended it, but we'll just add volume and leave it.
Wow, look at that. Looks, and another question. Where is our dog? There's no dog.
That's all here. Well, friends, as usual, let's write it down. Let's take a look together.
When was I here last? And I don't really remember. I think I spent the night here for the last time in April. Yeah, that was half a year ago.
Until April 4th, 2024. Let's read us. Very strong. Got to the hut without any problems, and I put tip-ups on the river. And the pike bit started biting. I immediately caught a pike for 2,700, left it, the rest got away, but there were a lot of bites. I spent the night for 2 days. The frost hit -20, a lot of snow piled up. The pike was biting, but biting badly, probably because of the old bait fish. I spent the night well. Near the rapids, I fell through the ice. If it weren't for the auger, that would have been it. And that's it. I went to check the tip-ups and then headed home. Well, here are how many pages. I've already got a chronicle for the 20th year, and the first entry here is from August 20th, the year 20. I came to choose a construction site. That's what this entire book covers. It's hard to walk to the hut. It's hot, but alright. We write until we're exhausted. We write from that. He writes with you. He writes. We write. You wanna sign too? Go ahead. Don't touch that. You'll smudge it. Let's keep writing.
Alright, let's go. Okay, friends, why distract you any longer? Cut, that's a wrap.
Well, friends, let's get going. By the way, I think I have this thing. What's it called? It's fine anyway. The taiga heals me. We're heading now across this swampy island. We'll get to the swamp, then there are these swamp hummocks, then 100 meters of regular swamp, and then we keep going. We cross a stream, then a second stream. Everything's fine there.
And then we finally reach the place.
I hope our motor Sabachka starts. We'll hook up the trailer, then head out.
If you're only interested in the chaos, you can leave now. But if you're curious about the challenge itself and how I'll manage and get by, stay tuned.
It's just that, honestly, I simply don't know how to drive, that's all. I need to somehow learn all of this.
In the summer?
Just take a look later at the fuel gauge. Basically, the gasoline, it hardly used any gas at all. Just a tiny bit, just this much. Alright, let's go. Let's hook up and go. The chain has grown a bit. There was just a little before, some rain. Let's go. Well, at least it will start.
friends, I flew over this bridge. Druendel.
Hey dog, you drank some water from the stream. Good job, good job. Let's go, let's move on. Let's go next up.
Friends, nobody talks about this. You know who shows how they ride those motor dogs over there?
So, where should I turn it over? Can I put it here? So, look, one of our rollers has already flipped over, one card. Turn it back, so this is a deterioration of the running characteristics.
And in the back, it's completely packed. Look, it's completely stuck because of this. The cotton just doesn't move at all, dog.
I honestly didn't know this at all. Let's fix it now.
Yeah, that's just how Bolotina is, of course.
When I was going there, it wasn't like that, but I felt and noticed that it got worse. The ride quality got worse.
So it turns out it's getting packed in, plus the cart over there flipped over.
This, of course. Oh, look at these chunks. I can't push them in there with my hands. No matter how much they drive, you can see it on YouTube. People there, they don't have anything like this. So, we need to return the cart, right? Okay, we lost one lid and the gasoline is dripping on us. Now here, it's the same story, friends. Everything is sealed and the dogs, it's very hard to drive, and
The cart is also overturned, like everything here.
We'll clean it up. Just a little left to go, but I don't want to struggle.
the equipment, I'd rather get my hands dirty, but I'll save the equipment. I'll make it to the end. Don't harm it. I'll clean it when I get there. Cleaner, cleaner. This is my first experience. On the way back, I'm driving much more confidently, and it's easier for me now. Watch and see what happens to me, you, us, and the Crushers.
I think these are adventures, but I did pretty well. It was really cool. This is already experience, you see. This is roughly my second time driving through the swamp.
And now I already have some experience. Here it is. That's how it is. Here, something got bent, everything got twisted. We need to take it out. I don't know how it is there. The rollers weren't spinning, of course. The rollers. Here are all our friends, the ones we have here. That's how it is.
I believe turning the rollers will resolve the issue, friends.
Well, come on, dog. It's alive.
I got a little too relaxed.
Yeah, what is it?